Hello again, back in this beautiful spot. This is where I was with the RBM big inflatable tent. I think it was right here actually. Grown up a lot since then, but lovely little mixed woodland, and it is a little woodland, I will admit, but yeah, I love it here. So yeah, it was over a month ago I was last here, so I've come back to do a bit of roof tenting with the Ranger. Not seen that in a while, have you? Neither have I. So got it back from the garage, took it for a wash, and got this roof tent on. Now this is not my usual roof tent, it's by Roof Bunk, same company, but it's a different one, a new one actually. So we'll have a look over that as well, cook up some delights and all the usual stuff. I can already see this is going to be one of the videos where I look a bit green. Such a canopy at the moment. So this is the roof tent. It's a Roof Bunk Explorer. I've got the Roof Bunk hard shell roof tent, which is like a full length one, which fits perfectly on my Pathfinder. But if you've got a smaller roof, the Explorer here is a folding one, much like my old roof tent, but quite a few extras. So I'm going to unfold this, we'll talk about it some more and give you a good look at it. Check that out, got an overhang over the ladder area so you don't get wet getting up into the tent itself. It's got a few other extras as well, I'll show you in a minute. I'll just get the windows open. And here we are. Let me turn you around to have a look. Right, I'm up here and it is very plush indeed, but maybe a little dark. Skylights. We got a mesh, so there's a mesh and an outer on all of the tent, plus you've got this PVC window on the rainfly outside as well. Obviously these can be rolled up. So I'm going to open both of them. Now if they're still not bright enough for you, check this out. This is a really nice place to be. You can see the insects outside the PVC, they've not worked their way in yet, thankfully. But yeah, this is, I'm getting a bit jealous of this tent from the other one. This is not mine, this is a loaner. It's kind of mutually beneficial. I get to show you something from a UK company, I get something to try out, you get a video that shows me in something different, bit of variety. So yeah, I said yeah to borrowing it, as I alluded to in the last roof tent video. I was not expecting the light in here, or the skylights. I didn't really look at the information beforehand. I expected it to be just like my old one, but it's lovely. You've got kind of some nice shielding around the poles. You've got an inner and an outer on the main doors, but also like a fly that you can lift up. I think on the other one, just the outer lifted up, so you'd have to take out the things to roll it down. The bed, there's a really nice kind of flocked material on it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be cozy tonight, and I can open up as much or as little as I want to get some air in here because it's pretty hot at the moment. And that's not even all of his tricks. This thing also has a canopy, so this kind of thick PVC rubber thing is the floor. Sorry about the dust, I tried it out in the wood yard and all that mud's turned to dust now. And this is the canopy itself. Now you would put your zippable floor on first, but I've just put this through the hole of the actual canopy because it goes all the way around the ladder area, and I'll lift it up to zip it on. Right, I just realised I did a silly thing. There's this pocket here, which is really well thought out for rain, that the stretcher things go out for the canopies over the windows. But there is also one on the inside as well, and I didn't go through it, so I should take that out and put it through. This tent's more intelligent than me. Now look at this, you got another zip here, so you could lose some of that height depending on the height of your vehicle and the roof tent. That's a pretty smart idea. How's that for extra space? There's quite a setup, isn't it? You don't really have to come out at all if you're in bad weather. You stay inside there. You could sleep a couple of people in there as well as a couple of people up there. That's the annex awning, which is an accessory. It's not with it. It's like 250 quid, which surprised me actually. That's not a bad price at all. But yeah, every side can open up like that. Doesn't come with the poles, but every side can open up the same way, even the inside, so you can get into your truck and stuff, or just roll it up and kind of just have your truck open all the time. Pretty cool. I'm thinking I might take down this awning canopy thing for now. It was nice to set it up and have a look at it, but in this beautiful weather I don't really have a need for it. And it'd be nice to have the fire out here. I don't want it near something on loan. But I'll give it a brush down first because it's still dusty from when I tried it out in the yard. I'm just using them guys to secure this out. Bit of a wind trap, just exposed like that I guess. It's not very windy, but you never know what's going to happen. Now, I suppose I should start setting up. I'm not doing a review here. So this is my folding table. Pretty simple. I might be getting another one actually. But this has served quite well. It's nice actually having a roof tent at roof height that you can just walk under. Obviously on this truck I used to have it on the back where I've put the waffle boards, just somewhere to put them. I don't need them at the moment, but obviously you couldn't walk under that, it wasn't that high, but having that like that, could actually sit under there out of the shade without the need of an awning. I've got the awning on this over on the back there, but it's good to get this truck back. And if you want to see what's going to happen with it, you want to be subscribed and have that notification bell thing, because there's going to be big news with this very soon. Not giving too much away. Yeah, nice little setup. I suppose I should put my bed up there. If you have been inspired by my videos or someone else's and you're on the lookout for a roof tent, the roof bunks are pretty hard to beat, to be honest. This one and the hard shell one that I've got are both great. I'm getting quite jealous of this one actually. But Roof Bunk are given a discount code of Kent100 for £100 off. That's going to be available for a month after this video goes out, so probably until the end of July, around about then. So yeah, check out their website now. Just starting to think about wood prep, and I've actually got some here from the last trip. I was in this exact spot, so I've got a bit. I've got a little bit with me as well, because I come straight from the wood yard. So I don't have to do too much, because the fire's not going to be burning all that long. It's just to cook dinner really. It's pretty warm. Yeah, so I'll go look for maybe a downed dead ash just to add to it, and pretty good. I'm in amongst the ash trees here. This is where I harvested one before, and behind me here I can see one just hung up. Might be the best option if I can pull it out. Let's give it a go. Found myself a chopping block. It's a tree that come down over the other side of the woodland. I think it's still a little bit green. It's very heavy indeed. But yeah, it's in the middle of being processed. Whew. Got my juice. Oh, as a lot of you probably know, I do not operate well in the heat. It's not even super hot. I mean, I think it reached 30 the other day before yesterday. I was meant to do this camp yesterday, but I was exhausted because the day before I did a range test on an e-bike and did, well, probably about 55 miles. A lot of hills. I know it's assisted, but it did kill me. I don't know, it was like a 7-hour trip. I had a little lunch on the other end and that. Also went the wrong way a couple of times. But yeah, it was good to get out for that long. So yeah, I kind of had the day off afterwards, and I hadn't prepped for this camp, so I had to sort of get everything ready, which takes a lot longer than you'd think. Getting stuff ready, unpacking stuff, cleaning stuff, drying stuff, all that stuff is very time consuming. But I might have a sit down for a minute before I chop up this wood, get the fire pit out, get the lanterns set up, and then we will cook. I was just wondering if I could fit the lights on this setup that I already have. So my front runner one and my string lights inside of the porch for the lights. Seems like a good place to put them. And that's the string lights. Well, I've just spent way too long looking for this. It's my trail camera. If you saw my last video in this place in the inflatable tent, I put this out. There's a load of badgers here, ton of the things. So I'm going to go over to that same location, put it on a different tree and leave it here for maybe a week. So it should get some better footage. So I'm in the chalk pit I was in before, and this chalk pit is absolutely full of badger sets. You can just see all the chalk and that, and the flint dug out. So I want more of a central location this time. I just got the same badger going inside a hole last time. So I think I'm going to go down there a bit this time. Haven't got any bait, but I should still get something. A bit windy up here. I just want to show you this. Look at all of this. It's been dug out from here. Absolute madness. Changed my mind where I'm putting this. I was going to put it more central, but this looks just so active. I'm sure it didn't even look like this the last time I was here. So I'm going to try and put this up a bit higher than I normally would, because this is downhill. Oh no, I've just broke the tree. Oh no, I can't put it there now. Look at that. I just set it up all perfectly. Alright, spot number 2. A bit closer than I want it to be, but should do the job. Okay, let's try that again. Still haven't got that XL fire pit yet. Can't quite bring myself to pay for it. And no, they won't send it for free. They didn't like me making videos with other tent stoves. Ooh, and this nice chopping block will do as a little table as well, even though there's a table there, it's quite cluttered. But yeah, what I was saying then about the Winterwell stuff, that was true. But I won't continue to work with companies that try and dictate what I do or what I show in a video. I'd much rather work with companies like Roofbunk who, you know, offer to send it just to feature it. Benefits everyone. Everyone gets to see the quality, they potentially get to sell some, I get something to do. It's a more relaxed way of working. So, what is on the agenda? I don't mean just tonight, but in the future. End of this week, which would be in the past for you. Going on a bike trip on the South Downs Way with Mark, MDM Outdoors, like an e-bike ride. Not sure how long it's going to take. We're extending it a little bit further than the South Downs Way. We're going Winchester to Eastbourne and then extending to Hastings as well. So quite looking forward to that. Just got to figure out where to do a charge halfway really, or 2 mini charges, something like that. Time's getting on, so better get this fire going. A few little bits from chopping wood as well. Wonder which way the wind's blowing. I've got this Goose on the Loose IPA beer, which was a gift from George and Rachel from the canoe trip that you saw a week or so ago, and it's tasting pretty good. I've got this small one and a large can as well to go with dinner. fire's going nicely. Maybe I don't need that XL fire pit. Beer is tasty and cool, which is nice. I went on another little walk around the woodland here. I love this woodland. It's small, but surrounded by farmland and relatively quiet. It's nice. There's like a lane up that way that gets farm vehicles on. But farmers have to farm. Going to be cooking some Venezuelan food tonight. Going exotic. Yeah, I'll go into it in more detail in a bit, but we're having arepas, which should be nice if it goes well. On a small fire pit like this, it makes things a little harder. The arepas themselves might be a little tricky because it might be a bit too hot, but we'll see, we'll try. But just going to chill for a minute. So much more relaxed in the summer when you have more time, more daylight. The wood is just dry off the ground. Well, for my arepas, or arepitas if they're a little bit small, I'm going to need some warm water. Shouldn't need more than that, it's only me. And some pan masa, which is corn flour but treated, and some salt as well. I've been told not to put in any fat like I would a tortilla, or I'll get told off. Right, so I get this on to warm through and then I can actually form them. Right, I've got a smoke in my face here, but I'll try to soldier on. So that only took a second to warm up. I don't usually do it this way around, I usually add the masa first, but this is the proper way, so I can't judge how much. So we'll put that in. I think I'm going to have more than enough. A little bit of salt. Should do. I'm just going to start mixing that with the spoon. And I already think I'm going to need more water. I'll start getting my hands in here now. Doesn't need kneading like bread flour or anything. So yeah, we're almost there. Okay, we should be at the stage where I can actually form them. And I need to form them into balls. And then start to flatten them into the arepa shape. So it's not perfect, but it's something a bit like this. It might even be slightly dry. Well, that's one. Okay, there's arepa number 3. That should be enough for me. Well, because this griddle pan is so close to the fire, I'm going to have to do a bit of heat management, but it's time to give it a go. I think I'll be turning these often, definitely. I'm pretty happy with these so far. Just going to make sure they're firm and cooked through. They're supposed to be a little doughy in the middle. there's my arepas. So first up with this, I've got a pico de gallo to make up with this. So I've got some onion, lime, some garlic, chilli, I've got some coriander here, or cilantro if you like, and some tomatoes. So I'm just going to process them, avocados for something else. So pico de gallo is just salsa to us basically. Salsa means sauce, but this is the specific for salsa as we know it here in the West. So I'm just going to cut down this onion. So that's my tomatoes, my garlic, my chilli, my coriander, and my lime. Just time to add it all together. And now that squeeze of lime. Some salt. And a bit of a mix. Hear the birds roosting above me. Look at them colours, beautiful. Ooh yeah. Now for the wasacaca, which is kind of like a guacamole, a few extras. So I'm just gonna actually mash this. I've got some extra coriander there. And the extra bits are going to come from the pico de gallo that I've just made. Now I was going to bring my pestle and mortar for this, but I decided not to. You don't believe that for a second, do you? I forgot it. Wouldn't be camping if you didn't forget something. Still, it's one less thing to clean. So that's made up for the wasacaca. That's the coriander and the avocado. So I'm going to put that in there. I don't know if you can even see that. Get rid of this. I'm going to put some of this in here. Don't need the tomato, but it's in there. Should have green pepper. Haven't got any. Add a bit more salt and some apple cider vinegar. Give that another mix. Get it nice and mashed. And that's our rough wasacaca. Love it. My griddle plate is going back on. That should be fine. Getting nice and hot. Well, this is my skirt steak, which I'm told is pretty authentic. A little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, and same for the other side. And here we go. That's a bigger piece of meat than I imagined. I can't wait for that steak to be ready. Got loose head pale, all the looses today. So cheers everybody. Oh, I needed that. Right, come on steak. Right, I don't normally cook skirt steak to be honest, so I believe the best way is to cut across the grain. Probably hasn't had enough time to rest, but it's actually looking pretty good. Okay, moment of truth. I've just warmed these through on the griddle. This one's quite thin. Let's get that open. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna put some steak in here. Camera cut out while I was cutting the steak. There is pink bits. We want some of that pico de gallo. Some of that wasakaka. Probably a little thick. And of course it wouldn't be a Venezuelan dish without a load of cheese. So I'm just going to go ahead and make another one straight off the bat. Would you look at them? Oh, I'm looking forward to my arepas. Bugs are coming out in force. I just gave myself a bit of a dousing in spray, but here are the arepas. Arepa con carne asada. Now, what I should have done is added butter when I cut the arepas with the doughy middle. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. Camera cut out while I was cutting the steak, unfortunately. I was cutting the thinner end, but it got pinker and pinker as I went. Oh, that's nice. I was wondering, do I have many Venezuelan viewers out there? I mean, I know I have some, but let me know in the comments. And would you be interested in a Can Survival in Espanol? Could happen. This is good. I'm just waiting for the first comment to say these are Colombian. Not getting involved in that. Better get this going a bit. See my headlamp mark. Just chilling by the fire now with my beer. It's getting on. I think it's past 10 already. Still see a little bit of light in that dusk sky, but I'm not staying up late. I kind of want to see the sunrise over there by the field that I showed earlier, but it's very, very early. Maybe I could go back to bed after. We'll see. Oh, it's hot chocolate or not, I keep taking it out and not drinking it. Finally, hot chocolate on a camp. It's been a while. It's one of them things, I guess, been quite busy on a lot of them, and just wanted to get to bed really after eating. Oh, that's lovely. And I've got half a Twix. Oh no, got half of a Twix. Good morning. I've got the skylights open here. Just been laying down staring up. I was up at 4:30 to see if there was a bit of a sunrise, but it was too cloudy. It's quite cool this morning, luring me into a false sense of security, I think. I think it will get warm later. I've even got my jumper on now. Slept pretty well. Took me a while to get to sleep. Nothing to do with the tent, just, I don't know really. But it is very nice in here, and you can probably tell it blocks out the light really well when you've got everything sort of buttoned down, which is dangerous for a lay-in. But yeah, I think it's time to get up. Well, the fire's on. It's still a tad chilly, quite cloudy. I'm sure it will clear up later, but yeah, I thought I wouldn't be able to have a fire because it'd be too hot, and I just used the little alcohol burner. But I thought, let's just go for it. Get a few coals and cook some breakfast. It's nothing too extravagant today. Should be tasty though. Breakfast is mostly going to consist of bacon, croissants, and maple syrup. Just putting the pan on with a drizzle of oil in there. Okay, our tea. If I use the knife for the croissants. I can then syrup up this bacon. Ooh, one. I might just have two. Oh yeah. These croissants looked bigger in the shop. But it's quite simple, but hopefully tasty breakfast. That'll do nicely. I think it's starting to warm up. I see some blue in the sky now, just as the fire's dying down, so that's good timing. The roof bunker way, the way you saw it bellow out when it folded flat, I think I've actually got some elastic straps in the box, so it shouldn't actually do that when you fold it away, I don't think. But yeah, went away quite easily, quite quickly. Obviously the higher your truck is, the harder it is to get to. You have to open the door and step on your step to get to the straps and stuff. Get the rest of this stuff away. Well, I believe that's me all done. Time to go home from this beautiful spot. Get unloaded, cleaned up, edit, all the usual. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, Kent 100's the code if you are in the market for a roof bunk or roof tent of any type. And I'll see you on the next one on a nice long bike ride in the heat. Goodbye.